Hermes, gods that Kratos has killed in God of War, and who are they? The messenger of the gods, Hermes isn't often given a lot of credit in modern movies and TV, with Kratos calling him a fly from the ass of Zeus. However, after teasing Kratos considerably, the warrior catches up with the messenger, who was also his half-brother. While killing Hermes, Kratos insults the god of speed before cutting off both his legs and killing him. This would cause a wide plague to spread across the land, affecting any remaining plant, animal, or people still left alive. Hermes has the ability to travel across boundaries quickly, which makes him a great messenger for the gods of Olympus to mortals or other creatures. One of his more iconic symbols includes sandals with wings on them that allow him to move faster. Hermes is the Olympian god of travelers, messengers, thieves, commerce, sports, athletics, and speed. He is the son of the king of Olympus Zeus and the Pleiades Maia. He is also the father of Syrinx, the messenger of Mt Olympus. Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, Hermes is the messenger of the gods and additionally, a guide to the underworld. As an Olympian god, his sphere of influence was vast. He was the patron of boundaries, and the travelers who crossed them, shepherds and cowherds, thieves and liars, and their cunning, orators and wit, literature and poets, athletics and sports, weights and measures, invention, general commerce, profit and good luck. He also acted as the messenger of Hades, guiding departed souls to their final resting place and carrying messages between the underworld and Olympus. Another of his duties was to take dreams from the god Morpheus and deliver them to the mortals. His symbols include the tortoise, the rooster, the winged hat, the caduceus, and his winged sandals. He was the son of Zeus and the Pleiades Maia, a daughter of the mighty Titan Atlas. His Roman counterpart was Mercury. Hermes was born sometime after the First Titan War to Zeus and a goddess named Maia. He matured rapidly and within a few minutes of his birth stole the cattle of Apollo and invented the lyre. He even thought of a clever way to cover up his crime, tying bundles of grass to the cows' feet and leading them backward out of the pasture to make it look like something had been led into the pasture, but not away from it. Despite this, Apollo found out and went to Zeus for justice. When brought before his father, Hermes attempted to charm Zeus into letting him go by telling him he was just an innocent newborn baby. Undeceived, but amused by the child's boldness, Zeus instead forced him to compensate Apollo, which Hermes did by presenting him with the lyre. In the God of War series. First Titanomachy. During the Great War, Hermes is one of the gods who fought the Titans and is seen dodging a boulder thrown at him by one of them. He bore witness to his father Zeus using Blade of Olympus to banish the Titans to Tartarus for all eternity. Wager of the Gods. Hermes, much like his brethren, was briefly seen competing in the Wager of the Gods, a contest in which each god chose one mortal to represent themselves in a search for ambrosia. He was later seen with Poseidon, watching as Kratos, Ares' champion, slaughtered many enemies in his path. His confidence in his own champion, Danaus, proved infallible, as he continually taunted his fellow gods about his champion being the one to steal the ambrosia. Unfortunately for Hermes, Danaus later met his end at the hands of Hades' champion, Auric. Syrinx, death. Hermes' son Syrinx faced Kratos in battle, and was killed. Hermes himself seemingly did not appear, although one theory about the identity of assassin who killed Argos claims that he was Hermes himself in disguise, since the Greek myths detailed it was he who slew Argos in the name of Zeus. If this theory is correct, it means nearly all the gods of Olympus plotted against Kratos. God of War 2. Hermes briefly appears at the end of God of War 2, where he is seen talking to the other gods. Hermes has a major presence and is one of the main characters in the official novelization for God of War 2, where he is tricked into having seen Kratos while the latter was visiting Typhon's lair, and due to Zeus, who had been consumed by fear's disbelief at Kratos being even possibly alive, Hermes ends up being expelled from Olympus and exiled, and replaced with the goddess Iris, who tries to keep herself in the position and on Zeus' good graces by manipulating other gods as well as Zeus himself in order to prevent Hermes from reattaining his position. Hermes constantly flies around Greece looking for news that could disprove Iris and restitute him to his position as the messenger, something that both annoys and pities his sister, Athena. Hermes eventually visits the Sisters of Fate on their palace and manages to obtain crucial information for his return to Olympus, as well as giving the sisters more reasons to be wary of Kratos. Near the climax of the novels, Hermes skillfully manages to put Iris in a bad light once he re-enters Olympus, and reveals her lies, placing himself back as the messenger of the gods, as well as forcing Poseidon, who had sent the Kraken to kill Kratos, to ultimately stop lying to Zeus, thus redeeming himself just before the beginning of the second Titanomachy. Trivia. He is voiced by Greg Ellis. He is a grandson of Atlas, since his mother, Maia, who is one of the Pleiades, is Atlas' daughter. In Greek mythology, Hermes wore winged sandals, which allowed him to fly. However, in the God of War series, not only does he wear boots instead of sandals, but they appear to only give him the power to speedily run along any surface. This is noted when Hermes runs along a rope to the statue of Athena which he perched himself on, and when Kratos smashed into the statue with the boulder, which Hermes tried to cling on to desperately. In both instances, Hermes should have been able to fly. At first, on top of the statue, and secondly, to stop himself from crashing. However, it is possible he was trying to keep his game between him and Kratos fair enough to his liking and that the boots can indeed grant flight, as evidenced by Kratos using the boots to perform aerial evasions in conjunction with the wings of Icarus. Hermes also lacks a caduceus, a wand that most depictions of Hermes are always seen with. Instead, Hermes possesses a gold coin, which he occasionally flips with his fingers, and which can also be collected as an item. Even though the caduceus wand itself is missing, you can still see its symbol on Hermes' chest. He may have passed it down to his son, as Syrinx was seen with it, and was destroyed along with Syrinx himself. In the novel, Hermes does possess a caduceus and uses it to create an image of Kratos who is about to jump from the suicide bluffs, thereby warning Athena of her pet mortal.